Welcome back to Theme Park Spark. Today, my family and I are at Legoland, California, and we're among the first ones to ride Galacticoaster. We attended an annual pass holder preview for Lego Galaxy. We are the first ones waiting in line to enter Lego Galaxy right back there and ride Galacticoaster. In this video, I'm going to show you Galacticoaster's entire ride queue and pre-show rooms, plus a peek at the ride vehicle, and tell you our thoughts on the ride.
How did it compare to Space Mountain?
If you don't want spoilers, this may not be the video for you.
I'm really excited about it. I love Space Mountain and I'm hoping this is kind of similar but different. Lego version.
But before we could go on the ride, we had to put all of our loose items in a locker. That includes purses, backpacks, sunglasses, hats, everything. But I kept my phone with me to record the ride queue. The lockers are free for 2 hours. I recommend taking a picture of your locker number so you don't forget. And pick a 4-digit PIN that's easy to remember. Most of this video was filmed on my phone because my GoPro was in a locker for quite a while. But it wasn't really that big of a deal because the Samsung Galaxy does have a great camera, as you can see from this footage.
Is about to begin with Explorer Captain Nova Orion. Mission briefing starting in 3, 2, 1.
Listen up, cadets. We need your help. A giant space rock is zooming towards us. It's the asteroid of probable destruction. We tried zapping the asteroid with a giant laser. We tried catching it with a giant net. But both ingenious plans have mysteriously failed. Over to the man with Plan C. It's our chief engineer, Biff Dipper.
Hey cadets, the C stands for cadet, because Plan C depends on you. The plan is to break up the asteroid by harnessing the most destructive force in the galaxy, the separators. These guys just can't help breaking things apart, so let's turn their menace into a force for good. You team the cadets to move a swarm of separators to the asteroid. Over to Commander Olivia, who is about to find some.
We've located large swarms of separators in space sectors Alpha, Beta, and Charlie. Couldn't get too close. There are more than ever, and are likely to separate anything that crosses their path. Jones is telling you to be careful. He's right. You'll need to locate these separator swarms in your spaceships. You have told them that bit, haven't you, Bill?
Just getting there. Okay, cadets. First, you need to customize a spacecraft so awesome that it grabs the separator's attention like nothing else. You need to make your spacecraft speed, too, because as soon as the separators come for you, it's time to go, 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 before they can separate you, too.
Check me out! My gravity skates just fizzled out! Hey, teammates! Drifting out of the content! We're all doing this mission in Cruiser 4. You might be don't know all your crewmates yet, but let's dive in and pull them together! Cadets, time is running out! Just remember the 3 S's. 1. Spacecraft. Customize it.
vehicle, and then you get to pick like the front, the back, the sides. You get to think of like Mario Kart. Think of like Mario Kart where you get to build your cart. You get to build your ride vehicle. Molly, think of Mario Kart. You get to build your cart. You get to build your ride vehicle. We're gonna build our spaceship. I think it's a lot like Mario Kart. Where we get to build our spaceship instead of building our cart. Like if you played Mario Kart, like, you know, on a Nintendo, you get to build our spaceship. You'll end up with whatever you want your vehicle to look like. They're building spaceships. Here are a few important details you need to know before riding Galacticoaster. Guests must be at least 36 inches tall to ride Galacticoaster with an adult, or at least 48 inches tall to ride by themselves. Don't let the minimum height fool you. This is an intense launch coaster that goes 40 miles per hour. Make sure your kids have ridden other roller coasters first and that they like high-speed rides. There aren't any big drops, but the ride does go fast in the dark with some twists, small drops, and it goes backwards. If you have a tall preschooler, it might be too intense.
Here's a fun fact about Galacticoaster. It is actually a bigger building than it appears. Legoland could only build the building so tall in order to comply with, city codes. So they dug down and the building actually goes partially underground.
Is that how happy you feel? Come on, Ryan.
All adults will have to sit in the middle of the station. Once again, all the adults will have to sit in the middle of each station. If we have any hats, make sure we throw them away to look at.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Box 9 on the orange side.
Okay, so you're gonna use this. You don't get to keep it, but you get to use it here to make your spaceship.
We get to keep it?
You do not get to keep it. Wouldn't that be nice, though? Oh, we found a screen. We're 9, right? We were 9? Okay, now.
Dipper here, Chief Engineer. Come in, cats. Do you read me? As the asteroid of probable destruction is zooming closer to spaceport, it's messing with my signal. I'm sending over blueprints for the basic spacecraft I designed for your mission. Your task is to customize my basic design and then ride it into space, okay? Work together and follow my instructions. Let's hope this signal holds. First, pick the coolest nose design for your spacecraft. To swap, tap another nose. To keep it, do not. Simply stand up and wait for my next instruction. Pick it. Time's up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. You picked your first bricks. Now pick the wings. Which design
Well, Molly, pick the wings. Which ones do you want?
3, 2, 1.
Walter picks the next. Pick the tail. Okay, Molly gets to pick next if there's anything next.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Select an extra. Select one. Pick one.
This means I'll chase you to the asteroid.
Okay, nice.
Wait, pick whichever one you want. Okay.
Tap your spacecraft key on the rear.
Stab your spacecraft.
So you can go.
Walter.
You need to do all my goodness for me. Friendly reminder, all hats and phones must be stowed away to our box before we step into our station. Another friendly reminder, all adults must be sitting in the road and all adults must sit in the station.
It's just so they know what our spaceship looks like, so they can build the correct one.
I'm proud of all you brave cadets. Have a good mission and stay safe.
Attention cadets, your daring mission into the Lego Galaxy is about to begin. You will be stepping onto a moving hallway to board your spacecraft. Please watch your step and assist
the vehicle.
as you step onto the moving hallway as we approach Please recognize
Mommy, I'm so excited.
Do you see the ride vehicles over there? Wow, it really speeds up. It really speeds up when it gets like right there. You're kind of scared? It's fast. Are you scared or excited? I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Are you scared a little bit?
Maybe. I'm not really. I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm not super scared. I'm just kind of scared.
Oh, we're gonna be number 5. I'm sorry, 4? 5.
The only thing I wasn't able to record was the actual ride, but I'll tell you all about it.
That's our picture. How was it?
I was terrified at first, but I was terrified.
Was it too scary or was it fun?
It was scary and fun at the same
Would you
time.
do it again?
I would do it. I would do it 1,000 more times.
Now that you know what to expect, it wouldn't be as scary.
Because literally, I went backwards. I was like,
How did it compare to Space Mountain?
it was kind of
It's
more
different.
fun.
It's kind of not the same at
very
all.
different.
It's not the same at
at
all. We went backwards. The ride goes backwards. It doesn't like spin in a circle, but it does go backwards. And it's like glow in the dark and there's screens.
It
and
was
you can- It's really fun. It's really fun. It's just too short. I wish it were like 5 times as
And we
long.
also have these.
Yeah, I wonder where we just oh, over there. Looks like we deposited from over there. Doing it.
Thank you.
Right? It's cool.
I was terrified.
Did you like it? Yeah. How does it compare to the other Legoland rides? Did you ride it again? That and Technic? Awesome.
1 star being I hated it, and 10 stars being it's my favorite ride. I would go on it 1,000 times. I would rate it an 11.
Best ride at Legoland?
That's right at Legoland.
Okay, I think this is my new favorite ride at Legoland. I like Dragon. This is way better than Dragon. It's a very short ride, but there's the pre-show, which is kind of fun, and you get to build your own rocket, which is kind of fun. I wasn't able to record on the ride, but the ride is less than a minute. It's so fun. It is so much fun. You go forwards, you go backwards, you're in outer space. There's Legos like glow in the dark hanging from the ceiling, and there's screens that have things projected. It is such a fun ride. It is so much fun. It goes pretty fast. It does go pretty fast. It may be a little bit too intense for some younger kids. It's a launch coaster. It goes a little fast. Brian tends to get motion sick. He went on Galacticoaster with us before because obviously it's a new ride. We don't know what to expect. So I'm gonna see how that is for the motion sickness factor.
The ride kind of messed me up because you're going forward and then you sort of turn 90 degrees and then you turn another 90 degrees, so you're going backwards, and then you straighten out, and that kind of messed me up, the going backwards and straightening out. So I don't think I would go on it again. It was fun. It started out like the Incredicoaster, and I actually felt like my stomach moving. So it had the effect that it was supposed to, and that was fun in the beginning. It was just the spinning that kind of got to me.
Considering it's a super short ride, it's probably okay to do once. But even with, we also have motion sickness patches on, like you'd wear on like a cruise ship or something. And even with that, if you tend to get motion sick from spinning rides, he can't look at a carousel. So it depends on how sensitive you are.
It was probably about a 40-second ride, maybe. I didn't time it.
It's less than a minute. I heard 47 seconds.
Okay.
It takes longer because of the pre-show stuff.
But the last, I had my eyes closed the last probably 15 seconds of it, the last third, just because I didn't know what else was coming and I didn't want to get sick, so I had my eyes closed. But okay. I mean, if you don't get motion sick, it's probably a fun ride. My initial thought was, this is better than Space Mountain because there's more to see. With Space Mountain, it's dark.
There is more to see,
and you have no idea what's coming, and
there is more to see. Space Mountain feels about 3 times as long, though.
It probably
This was a very short ride, but yeah, I mean, indoor space-themed roller coaster.
I think I enjoyed the production design better than in Space Mountain, because for me, Space Mountain is just a dark room where it's slinging you around, and I don't really enjoy it.
Space Mountain is still my favorite ride, but this is my new favorite ride at Legoland. So I would say the only negative with Galacticoaster is also one of the positives, and that's the customization option that makes it very Lego. It is kind of like building a cart in Mario Kart, but picture everyone is in the same cart, or in this case, Rocket, and you can only build it once. So if you have multiple kids that have different ideas about what they want to pick, someone's going to have to pick the front and someone's going to have to pick the back, and you're going to have some sort of Frankenstein type roller coaster ride that isn't exactly what they want it to be. But, just ride it multiple times then. It's just what you're going to have to do. But it's also, customization and Lego building, and that's very Legoland. Molly and I actually went on the ride twice. So Molly and I are going on Galacticoaster a second time. The line is actually shorter than when we first got here. They gave us 2 options. We could have gotten single rider, and they said we could ride it together in single rider, but we wouldn't be able to customize it, and we want to customize it. So we're going to customize it. Yeah. But Walter's not with us this time, so Molly gets to customize it all by herself. Do you know what you're going to pick? Yeah. Yeah? I can't wait to see it.
But that's not exactly what happened. We went through the regular queue instead of the single rider queue, and we were paired up with a father and daughter who went through the single rider queue. The daughter assumed she would be able to help customize the spaceship too, so she and Molly ended up taking turns customizing the spaceship. Molly was a little disappointed about that because she thought she'd get to do it all on her own. So if people in the single rider line are not supposed to be the ones customizing the spaceship, that needs to be made clear to them while they're in line, because I didn't feel it was my place to tell a little girl she can't help customize a spaceship. I just felt bad for Molly because that was half the reason we chose to get in the longer line, was that she would get to customize the spaceship all by herself. Whether you go through the single rider queue or the regular queue, if you are not a party of 4, you may get paired up with another group, and you may end up having to work with strangers to customize your spaceship. One more note about the single rider line. You will miss the entire pre-show with Biff Dipper. If that's not a big deal for you, then single rider might save you time. But I think it's worth going through the entire queue at least once.
Galacticoaster is probably my new favorite ride at Legoland. I just wish it were longer. It is a very short roller coaster for the amount of time that you wait. The pre-show stuff takes way longer than the actual ride. It is a very fun ride. I would definitely ride it every time we're here if the wait isn't too long. My second favorite ride is the submarine ride, which is completely different than this. So I think Legoland has the best submarine ride I've ever been on. It's awesome. We might go ride that when we leave this land.
If you haven't already, please subscribe, because my next video will show you everything LEGO Galaxy has to offer. There's a lot more to do than just riding Galacticoaster. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified about upcoming videos about Legoland California.